Do you ever wonder how much time you truly have left once you hit 70? It's a question many of us quietly ask ourselves, because once you reach this milestone, every year, every day, feels more precious than ever. Some people seem to thrive in their 70s and beyond. They stay sharp, full of energy, and continue living life with purpose. Others, though, begin to slow down, physically, mentally, and emotionally. So what makes the difference? Believe it or not, your body is already giving you clues. Subtle, often overlooked signs that speak volumes about your future health and how long you might live. In this video, we're going to walk through 7 scientifically backed signs that researchers and doctors say are powerful predictors of longevity after 70. These aren't just theories, they're proven indicators that can help you understand where you stand today. And here's the best part, most of them can be improved. So stick around until the end, because spotting just one of these early signs might be the key to adding not only more years to your life, but more life to your years. Number 1, balance, ability to stand on one leg. Let's start with one of the most surprising predictors of longevity, your ability to balance on one leg for at least 10 seconds. It might sound simple, but research shows that this one small test can reveal a lot about your overall health and how long you're likely to live after 70. Balance isn't something most people think about daily, until it becomes a problem. But poor balance doesn't just increase your risk of falling, which is already dangerous in your later years. It can also be a sign of deeper issues like muscle weakness, nervous system decline, or even early cognitive changes. Let's look at 2 women, both in their early 70s, Carol and Nancy. Carol has always made movement a priority. She walks daily, does yoga, and regularly practices mindful breathing and light stretching. When asked to lift one foot off the ground and balance, she can do it with ease, calm and steady. Now Nancy, on the other hand, hasn't really focused much on movement over the years. When she tries the same test, she immediately wobbles, needs to reach for a chair or wall, and struggles to stay upright. What Nancy may not realize is that this difficulty with balance could be a warning sign. It might mean her coordination is weakening, her muscles are losing strength, or even that her brain isn't responding as quickly as it once did. Good balance isn't just about strong legs, it's a full body system at work. It involves your muscles, nervous system, reflexes, and brain all communicating smoothly and efficiently. And the best part? It's never too late to improve. You can train your balance with simple, daily exercises. Try standing on one leg for 10 seconds while brushing your teeth. Or walk heel to toe in a straight line, like you're on a balance beam. Practices like Tai Chi or gentle yoga are also fantastic for building stability while strengthening your mind-body connection. So go ahead, stand up right now and test yourself. Can you balance on one foot for 10 seconds without support? If it's harder than you thought, don't be discouraged. Use it as motivation. Because the stronger your balance is today, the more confident, independent, and healthier you'll be in the years to come. Number 2, grip strength. Now let's talk about another powerful, and often underestimated, predictor of longevity, your grip strength. It might seem like a small thing, but the strength of your hands actually says a lot about the strength of your entire body. In fact, doctors and researchers have found that grip strength is closely linked to overall muscle health, nerve function, and even cardiovascular health. A strong, steady grip is often associated with a lower risk of chronic illness, frailty, and even early death. It's a simple but surprisingly accurate way to gauge how well your body is aging. Let's take a look at 2 men, Robert and Walter, both 78 years old. Robert has always made an effort to stay active. He does light weightlifting a few times a week, enjoys working in his garden, and regularly carries his own groceries. His grip is still firm and strong, and he has no problem opening jars or using tools. Walter, however, has noticed some changes. He struggles to twist bottle caps, finds it tiring to carry heavier grocery bags, and sometimes even drops things unexpectedly. He chalks it up to just getting older, but what he may not realize is that his weakening grip is a sign of muscle loss, a condition that can lead to frailty, limited mobility, and loss of independence if left unchecked. Here's why this matters. Your hands are connected to more than just your ability to hold objects. They reflect your arm, shoulder, and core strength too. If your grip is fading, chances are the rest of your body is also losing strength, and that puts you at greater risk for falls, injuries, and illness. But just like balance, grip strength can be improved, no matter your age. Start small and stay consistent. You can squeeze a tennis ball for a few minutes each day or use hand grippers designed for seniors. Even simply carrying light weights during a short walk can help re-engage your upper body muscles. Incorporate gentle strength training exercises a few times a week using resistance bands or light dumbbells to build endurance safely. So, the next time you go to shake someone's hand or open a jar, pay attention. If it feels weaker than it used to, don't ignore it. Your grip might be telling you something important about your future strength, independence, and how well you'll age from here on out. Number 3, walking speed. Another key indicator of how well you're aging, and how long you might live, is something incredibly simple: your walking speed. Yes, how fast you walk can actually reflect the health of your heart, lungs, muscles, and even your brain. Studies have consistently shown that people in their 70s and beyond who walk at a steady, brisk pace tend to live longer and stay healthier than those who slow down significantly. Let's compare two men in their mid-70s, Joe and Frank. Joe starts each morning with a walk around the block. He moves with purpose, steady, smooth, and confident. Stairs don't bother him, and he rarely needs to stop and rest. On the other hand, Frank has gradually slowed down over the years. He takes more frequent breaks, struggles to keep up with others, and feels unsteady when walking across uneven ground. To some, it might look like natural aging, but in reality, slowing down can be a warning sign. It may point to declining circulation, weakening leg muscles, or even early neurological changes. Walking isn't just a way to get around, it's a window into your body's internal systems. A slower gait can signal that your muscles aren't getting the oxygen they need, or that your nervous system isn't communicating efficiently with your body. And when walking becomes a challenge, it often leads to less movement, more sitting, and a vicious cycle of physical decline. But the good news? You can absolutely improve your walking speed and strength. One of the simplest and most effective things you can do is just walk more, every day if possible. Try walking for 10 to 20 minutes at a pace that feels comfortable but challenges you just a little. Over time, that pace will naturally pick up as your endurance and coordination improve. To further support your walking ability, focus on building leg strength. Exercises like squats, even chair squats, calf raises, and gentle resistance band workouts can make a big difference. These movements strengthen the muscles that support your walking and help stabilize your balance. So next time you're walking, ask yourself, am I moving with energy and confidence, or have I started to slow down? Don't dismiss it. Because how fast you walk today could be a strong clue about how far you'll go in the years ahead. Number 4, sleep quality. Let's move on to a sign that's often overlooked but incredibly important: your sleep quality. Sleep isn't just about rest. It's during sleep that your body gets to work repairing itself, rebuilding tissues, strengthening the immune system, and even clearing out toxins from the brain. That's why how well you sleep can say a lot about how well you're aging, and how long you might live. In fact, research shows that seniors who get consistent, high-quality sleep tend to live longer, healthier lives. Good sleep supports memory, heart health, emotional balance, and physical energy. But the opposite is also true. Poor sleep increases your risk of cognitive decline, high blood pressure, weakened immunity, and daytime fatigue. Let's look at two real-life examples, Sam and Graham, both in their mid-70s. Sam has a regular sleep schedule. He goes to bed and wakes up at the same time every day, gets around 7 hours of restful sleep, and usually wakes up feeling refreshed. He stays mentally sharp and has steady energy throughout the day. Graham, however, struggles with sleep. He tosses and turns most nights, wakes up multiple times, and sometimes can't fall back asleep at all. Over time, Graham has developed brain fog, feels tired during the day, and has even seen his blood pressure start to rise. While he assumes it's just part of getting older, the truth is, his sleep issues may be accelerating his aging process. So, what should you watch out for? Waking up frequently, difficulty falling asleep, or feeling tired even after a full night in bed are all red flags that your sleep isn't as restorative as it should be. The good news is that small lifestyle changes can make a big difference. Start by keeping a consistent sleep routine, even on weekends. Turn off screens at least an hour before bed. Blue light from phones and TVs can confuse your brain and delay sleep. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol too close to bedtime. And in the morning, try to get some natural sunlight, which helps reset your body's internal clock. Remember, sleep isn't a luxury, it's a vital part of your health. If you want to stay sharp, energized, and resilient in your 70s and beyond, prioritizing quality sleep is one of the best things you can do. Number 5, appetite and eating habits. Now let's talk about your appetite and eating habits, one of the most telling signs of your health after 70. It's easy to overlook small changes in how or what you eat, but they can reveal a lot about what's going on inside your body. After all, nutrition fuels everything, from your energy levels and immune system to your muscle strength and brain function. As we age, it's common for appetite to change a bit. But when it drops too much, or your eating habits shift towards skipping meals or grabbing processed foods, that's a red flag. You might think it's no big deal, but a lack of proper nutrition can silently trigger a cascade of problems: muscle loss, frailty, poor healing, and even cognitive decline. Let's look at two women, both 74, Margaret and Susan. Margaret still enjoys preparing her meals. She eats plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. Her weight is stable, she feels energized, and she looks forward to her meals. Then there's Susan. Over the past year, her appetite has faded. She finds herself skipping breakfast, relying more on microwave meals, and she's lost weight without trying. At first, it didn't seem like a big deal, but over time, she's started to feel weaker, more tired, and less mentally sharp. What Susan may not realize is that her body might not be getting the nutrients it needs, especially protein and essential vitamins that help maintain strength, balance hormones, and support brain health. Unintentional weight loss or a drop in appetite in older adults is often linked to underlying issues, like digestive changes, nutrient malabsorption, or early signs of memory problems. So what can you do? Start by eating a well-balanced diet that includes lean proteins like chicken, fish, eggs, or legumes, healthy fats like olive oil and nuts, and plenty of fiber from fruits, veggies, and whole grains. Also, stay hydrated, as thirst often declines with age, and mild dehydration can suppress appetite or mimic fatigue. Most importantly, pay attention to sudden changes in your appetite. If you're eating less, feeling full too quickly, or dropping weight without meaning to, it's worth investigating. These could be signs your body is struggling to absorb what it needs. Because at the end of the day, how and what you eat plays a major role in how strong, resilient, and independent you remain in the years ahead. Number 6, ability to handle stress. Let's move on to something that affects not just how long you live, but how well you live, your ability to handle stress. At any age, stress can wear you down. But after 70, chronic stress doesn't just feel overwhelming, it can quietly accelerate the aging process. Long-term stress increases inflammation in the body, which has been linked to a higher risk of nearly every major age-related condition, including heart disease, sleep disorders, high blood pressure, and a weakened immune system. Think of stress like a silent storm inside your body. If it's constant and unmanaged, it starts breaking things down, even if you can't feel it right away. Let's look at two men, both 76 years old, John and Richard. John deals with life's ups and downs like everyone else: medical checkups, family drama, financial surprises. But he's developed tools to manage it all. He takes a few deep breaths when he's overwhelmed, goes for walks, talks with friends, and doesn't let problems consume him. As a result, he stays calm, sleeps well, and feels in control. Now take Richard. He's always anxious, always worrying about something: his health, his kids, his bills. He overthinks everything and rarely talks about how he feels. This constant stress has taken a toll. His blood pressure is up, his energy is low, and he often feels drained, even on days when nothing bad is happening. What Richard doesn't realize is that uncontrolled stress is aging him from the inside out. It's affecting his heart, his brain, and his ability to recover from illness. And if left unchecked, it can shave years off his life. The good news? Stress is something you can learn to manage, no matter your age. Start small. Try a few minutes of deep breathing every morning. Close your eyes, inhale slowly, exhale gently, and let your mind settle. Or explore mindfulness or meditation apps, many of which are simple and senior-friendly. Stay socially connected. Laughter, conversation, and companionship naturally lower stress hormones. And don't forget about movement. Physical activity is one of the best ways to relieve stress, even if it's just a walk or light stretching. So ask yourself, when life gets tough, do you tense up and stew in worry, or do you pause, breathe, and move forward? Because how you handle stress today plays a major role in how healthy, vibrant, and long your life may be tomorrow. Number 7. Social connections. Let's talk about something that's incredibly powerful, yet often underestimated when it comes to longevity: your social connections. After 70, maintaining relationships can be just as important as managing your diet or exercise. In fact, studies have shown that loneliness can be as dangerous to your health as smoking or obesity, significantly increasing the risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even early death. But here's the good news: strong social bonds have the opposite effect. They help protect both your body and your brain, keeping you mentally sharper, emotionally balanced, and physically healthier as you age. Let's look at two women, Helen and Ruth, both 78. Helen stays socially active. She's part of a community choir, meets up with friends regularly, and talks with her children and grandchildren often. She feels supported, engaged, and connected to the world around her. On the other hand, Ruth has slowly withdrawn over the years. She no longer sees her old friends, doesn't attend social events, and can go days without speaking to anyone. At first, she thought she just enjoyed her solitude, but over time, that isolation turned into loneliness, and her mood, energy, and overall health began to decline. This isn't just about feeling sad or bored. Human connection actually affects your biology. Social interaction stimulates the brain, helps maintain memory and cognitive functions, and reduces the release of cortisol, the stress hormone that can damage your heart and immune system over time. In short, being connected helps you live longer and live better. The best part is, you don't need a huge social circle or to be constantly surrounded by people. Even a few meaningful connections can make a big difference. Here are a few simple ways to stay connected: call an old friend just to chat, join a local book club or senior group, volunteer for a cause you care about, or consider adopting a pet. Even the companionship of an animal can reduce feelings of loneliness. So if you've been spending more time alone than usual, take that as a gentle signal. Your health isn't just about what you eat or how much you move, it's also about who you share your time with. Because in the end, staying socially connected may be one of the most powerful things you can do to support your well-being and extend your life. Now that you've learned about these 7 powerful signs, your balance, grip strength, walking speed, sleep quality, appetite, stress management, and social connections, it's time to reflect. Are you thriving in these areas, or have you noticed some quiet changes that might need attention? The truth is, most of these signs aren't set in stone. In fact, they can be improved with small, consistent changes in your daily life. Your body is always communicating with you through how you move, sleep, eat, and connect. And the sooner you start listening, the better your chances of staying strong, independent, and vibrant well into your later years. Remember, it's not just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to those years. So take action today. Walk a little more, reach out to someone you care about, eat a nourishing meal, or simply pause and breathe. Your future self will thank you.